In a landmark announcement made Wednesday, vehicles bonded under the conditions of the Hawkesbill Creek Agreement are not restricted to use only within the port area of Freeport. The announcement was made at the Grand Bahama Chamber of Commerce by Chamber President Gregory Moss.
There has been the view expressed in various places for some decades now that bonded vehicles could not be moved out of the port area without them being subject to confiscation. And we are pleased to confirm that we have, as of yesterday, received confirmation from HM Customs Department that that is not their policy, that bonded vehicles which leave the port area for the purpose of business will not be subject to confiscation, and that there is therefore no geographical limit to which bonded vehicles may travel so long as they're traveling for the purpose of businesses.
This surprising announcement comes after several months of dialogue between the Grand Bahama Chamber of Commerce and Bahamas Customs, who confirmed in a letter dated August 11th that no restriction has ever existed.
The position which has been taken by Bahamas Customs was that there was never any prohibition on the movement of bonded vehicles out of the port area, and they regard any suggestion that there was as being unfounded.
When asked if bonded vehicles would therefore be restricted to Grand Bahama only, Mr. Moss had this to say.
Our overture to Customs to clarify their stance was not limited to the geographical limits of Grand Bahama. We approached it from the perspective of moving vehicles from the port area to the rest of the country under the Hawkesbill Creek Agreement, and their response has not been limited to the island of Grand Bahama either.
The Chamber President expressed the importance of the Grand Bahama Chamber of Commerce taking a lead role in clarifying the matter for the benefit of its 225 members and for the licensees of the Grand Bahama Port Authority.
This is a system that has pertained, as I've said, for decades. People have been hampered or at least perceived some hindrance in their ability to take their vehicles out of the port area. And so it was very necessary that we not require or leave it to our individual members to take on this important task by themselves. And so as a chamber, we saw it as our mandate and our responsibility to have this issue finally addressed and have our members finally able to enjoy the maximum benefit as it pertains to bonded vehicles under the Hawkesbill Creek Agreement.
With the economy of Grand Bahama struggling to find new business prospects on the horizon, the Grand Bahama Chamber President is confident that this is an encouraging development for all those that do business here.
I think it's very significant for the economy because what it means now is that businesses do not have to have a dual inventory of vehicles. You do not have businesses which are servicing customers outside of the port area. You no longer have the requirement for them to have bonded vehicles for servicing in the port area and duty-paid vehicles for delivering, for instance, lumber or goods outside of the port area. Once the contract is completed in the port area, the same vehicles can be used. That's going to have a significant impact. And what that should do, ultimately, is extend the market for those businesses.
Reporting in Grand Bahama for Keen Eye Media, I'm Eric Russell.